I know that Jason and our coaches had planned to literally work on the passing game, and especially the intermediate stuff. And I didn't think we would have, in light of the circumstances, I didn't think we'd have that exciting a ball game as it turned out. And I don't believe you could have drawn that up for our fans or for the players and created a better way to step into the playoffs. We got a lot of work. I think we had 70 offensive plays, you guys know, but I just had hope. A lot of people say, my goodness, you starting quarterback, play him every snap all the way, was it go? But the work he got in there, going to all those receivers, having the game he had, inspired everybody concerned. And we're a better team, I think, than when we got here this morning. And that's the way you would like to, if you could draw it up, go to the playoffs.
You feel like it was worth the risk, in other words?
Yes. Now, we hedged our bets a little bit with 2 or 3 players, but still, in general, what we were trying to get done, to our coach's credit, we got done. And I just didn't dream you could add the dimension of literally a tight, exciting ball game to get you ready to go. I think we've gotten out of here relatively clean with our injury situation, which is a good thing.
Mr. Jones, how much better does 10-6 sound compared to 9-7?
Well, since I was sitting there going 9-7 from the time that they recovered that fumble right at the end of the game and wearing that for a little bit, it sounds great. But I was looking at the playoff teams, each division winner. That 10 does look good up there around those 12s and 11s.
Were you holding your breath when Dak got hit a couple times?
Really, no. I actually, not actually, I thought that our offensive line played very well. I think it'll grade out well. We really had our eye on 75. We really had our eye on those guys. And we had said if he didn't have any trouble, we'd leave Dak in all the way. And that worked out that way. So that tells you how he played.
You got indication?
75.
You got indication what's going to be Saturday or Sunday?
I don't have any knowledge yet.
Jerry, how much pressure does this team face now that the second season is upon us?
Well, I think you are through at the end of the game. It's now we the proverbial go home if you don't win the game. Frankly, the way the season has unfolded, I think has got this team ready to face pressure.
How much do you
Jerry,
believe
you
in
risk sending
the
an awkward
idea?
message to your quarterback, playing him all 4 quarters, but sitting your starting left tackle, your starting guard, your starting running back?
I worry about a lot of things. Awkward verbiage around Dak is not one of them. This guy's got them both on the ground, solid. That's part of his best assets. And no, there's no question. What I'm so proud that he's gotten under his wing is the game that he played today and what he did. And I know his teammates feel the same way. I'm proud for him. He deserved a game like today.
It's not 100%, but what would you think about a rematch with Seattle?
Well, I guess it's not 100%, is it? I've just a given. And, we have such respect for them, their coach. And so it's going to be good if we get them to be able to get them at home. That's something that when we play them up there, we know we've got our hands full as well as playing a good team, great coaching.
Jerry, for years you've talked about getting a war daddy. Now DeMarcus Lawrence, consecutive seasons with double-digit sacks. How much have you seen him just progress and become that guy that you've always wanted?
Well, I think he really, when we drafted him, we reached for him. He was the one that was left at that in that draft that had these unique rush skills and had instincts to rush, and that's borne out. And and no one works harder. And what you probably can't read in these players is their motor, and that's what's inside them. And boy, is he a worker. He's just done what every young person you want to see him do, and he's grown in every way. He's grown inside, out. He's grown as a teammate, as a leader. He's just really starting. but he's really a solid individual.
The 10 and
What
a
did they
half
say
sacks,
about
they
Dak's
aren't.
performance today? What did they tell you about how he played at the end? Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I would say that for him to basically step out there, work through, take what was there under the circumstances. Those were unique circumstances out there today too. When you've just really kind of halfway being safe on your personnel, halfway doing this in your thinking, yet want to get out and improve. But I think Dak showed us all how to use a game like this and get better. Our team got better today.
Jerry, how much-
Dak got better today.
The
So
10 and a
whatever
half.
the risk was, do you feel like it was worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've tried completely covering your base, and we haven't had that kind of success these last 2 times we've been in the playoffs. So I was for letting it all hang out.
How much might
Theoretically,
Jarwin
whatever you
improve?
were trying to accomplish, could you have
Well,
done
I
that
think
in 2 quarters?
I think Jarwin. I think Jarwin gives us, which is important. We missed this early without having Whitten, but I think Jarwin's presence, the tight end's presence in our offense, is an incremental part of it. And you add that to our running game, and then give us our speed dimension out there, then we're starting to complete the circle. We've had to make shift this year because of what's happened to us in the offensive line at times, but boy, we've had some guys step up, and so we're ready to go to the playoffs.
Just to play devil's advocate, what you wanted to accomplish with that, could you have done that, though, in 2 quarters and then sat them down and not risk the second half?
Well, I wouldn't give anything for those last 2 quarters. I wouldn't give anything for this team and Dak to have experienced that comeback, that handle that adversity, come back, make those plays, handle that adversity, do that. Pro football, you can only do so much in practice because of the demands of playing as many games. So you've got to improve in games. Games, as ridiculous as it sounds, are a place to get better and literally do what you'd normally do in practice. And so, boy, they had a couple $100 million worth of talent out there to practice against today, if you looked at it that way. And they got some great work, and I'm thankful that we got him out safely. But, boy, am I glad that he got that work. Well, my understanding, he got kicked in the shin there and was pretty exhausted too because he had been in a long series. And but my understanding right now is we're going to be okay.
Jerry, real quick.
I haven't talked to the trainer though.
Quick on DeMarcus Lawrence. He said he wasn't happy with just having 10 and a half sacks, but the disruption that he causes on quarterbacks, even if it doesn't end up as a sack, how invaluable is that?
Well, a good war daddy at in will do that, and I say that with tongue in cheek, but that's exactly what he do, and that's what you want to find, that guy that'll do it. They're rare, but they're important when you get them. He's important.
Jerry, how badly do you want a playoff win and a playoff run? I mean, can you even describe?
Oh, I want it for everything we stand for. I want it for these players. Obviously, we want it for our fans, and I think that we put together. I wouldn't want to redo. If we started at training camp, I wouldn't want to redo. Even if you redid a Frederick situation or something. I mean, I use that as an illustration. I wouldn't want to start there and redo this. I'll take the bad with the good, and I'll take right here, right now.
This season.
After today. I was concerned about coming out here today and not looking good, stinking it up, really getting it handed to you, trying to protect. I was concerned about that. I think we've managed to step in here, and I think, frankly, I think we're razor sharp. Now, it doesn't mean we've got a different set of circumstances in this playoff game. I wouldn't in any way ask for any more than we got out of this game today to be ready for the playoffs.
You kind of serve 2 masters, as my grandma used to say. got to rest Zeke and still get that momentum.
Yeah, yeah. And Zeke got his record. I thought the way that guy got going at the end of the third quarter, I said, ooh, that's Zeke dressing up.
You want to put him in uniform.
All right, guys.